this is about the whole Kevin Gates Gremlin freestyle. First of all, my boy poured his heart out. That was therapy for him. He got it off his chest. But in my opinion, I low-key blame Kevin for his situation. And I'm going to explain why. Because I'm a Kevin Gates fan. Like, I rock out to his music. I love the fact that he works out. Y'all already know I'm a world-class strength and conditioning trainer. So, I'm all for the self-love, getting in that gym, going in. But, in the past, if I can remember, I heard I'm about to say Kevin Samuels, boy. That's how much I like Kevin Samuels. But I heard Kevin Gates talking about doing threesomes with his wife. If my mind goes back. And the number one rule is you don't trick out your wife. You the things that you do with women in the street, you don't bring that in your household. You don't ever do that. Because if a person will allow something like that across that line, in my opinion, and it goes against their conscience, it goes against what they believe in, and they're doing it solely for you, then that shows that at the end of the day, if you were entertain another individual in that particular act, then in my opinion, it shows that you're not loyal. So people are like, what you just say? Yeah, you're not loyal. Because if your no is no and you don't believe in a certain thing, then you shouldn't cross that line. I don't care for nobody. I'm not gonna, if you're doing drugs, right? Let me give you a second. If you're doing drugs, you're not gonna convince me to do drugs with you. And I'm talking about hard drugs. So if you're dealing with somebody that's doing hard drugs, where they say, well, if you love me, well, why don't you join me? Are you crazy? Are you a fool? If you're doing something that's heavily addictive, you think that I'm going to sit up here and entertain you and make me feel guilty because you decide to do something that's going to hurt you and I'm going to get involved with it. Ain't not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. So I say that to say this. So just because you're in a relationship with somebody, married to somebody, if you have a conviction about something, it does not mean that you have to compromise who you are as an individual to please me. I'm not going to do that. And if somebody loves you and they respect you, they're not going to coerce you. They're not going to try to convince you and sway you and manipulate you into getting involved in something that you don't even believe in because y'all are in a relationship. And in my opinion, a lot of times women, they give in to the whole threesome aspect because a man say, well, you don't love me, or a woman is manipulated into thinking that she don't love her man because she doesn't get involved in the act. I believe if you're in a relationship and you bring anybody in, I don't care, man or woman, however y'all, we know people just doing all type of things these days, and it's not a one-on-one session, at the end of the day, you'll compromise. So now you see that, so now it's being reported that his wife messed with the personal trainer, right? That his wife messed with the personal trainer. Now, she could have messed with the personal trainer because, allegedly, because Kevin Gates has been stepping out, and not only stepping out, he's been involved with her and other women. And truth be told, she could have never been down for it, but she compromised who she was as an individual to please him. So at the end of the day, she got to accept what comes with him. So she can't get in her feelings and be doing all this extra because you accepted other women in your relationship and you accepted him being a certain caliber of an individual, of Kevin Samuels will say, a man with options, because he's a high-value man because of his earning. Then you got to accept what comes with it because he gets to exercise his option. Now, whether it's right or wrong, that's not for me to speak on, because everybody has different standards inside of their actual relationship, and we already know they accepted outside people because they did threesomes, allegedly. So at the end of the day, man, listen, if Kevin is going to make a song, right, he's making a song about her not being loyal, then in my opinion, you accepted that when you brought other women in a relationship. This is my personal opinion. See, I don't believe in having threesomes with my old lady. Not happening. You don't trick out your wife. Your wife is off limits to the extracurricular. What you do is, if you're going to do that, I'm just saying, if that's what you do that with the women on the street. You don't bring that in your household. You don't bring nobody else in your household to have any type of activity in that context, because it opens up Pandora's box. And when you open up Pandora's box, you can't close it. Now, another thing about this. Now, my issue with the lady, with Drika, is that at the end of the day, you accepted that man for who he was. You already know what you was dealing with. And then you going to go mess up your whole entire family for a personal trainer. But you already accepted dealing with other women inside your relationship. So you just wanted him exclusively. You couldn't have wanted him exclusively because you did not set that standard. You did not set that standard. So if you'd have set that standard from the beginning, then you wouldn't be having an issue. But if you want a monogamous relationship and you've been having other women inside of your relationship for God knows how long, then you need to just stay committed to your man, because you've been opening up Pandora's box. So y'all won't separate y'all children and have all that extra going on. Because you heard a man pouring out his heart. He really cared about you, he really loved you, but he felt like you done snaked him. And, that's normal. But you opened up Pandora's box and you accepted other women in y'all relationship, allegedly, from what I understand, because of the rhetoric and all the things he used to talk about, and you didn't deny it. So, I'm just saying, now you're going to break up your family and go be with this dude because you want to be catered to emotionally. And I get it, because you could be 100% faithful to a woman. So it's not even just not about Kevin Gates. You could be 100% faithful to a woman. You know how many truck drivers get cheated on every day? I know. Listen, I see so many dudes that get cheated on because they don't cater to their woman emotionally. I'm talking about when you look at the root of what's going on, they did not cater to their woman emotionally. And that's why the women be having these work husbands and all this old extra. They just be wanting somebody to talk to, make them feel special. And that's all you got to do. And these women be spread eagle. Just open up as long as you just cater to their emotions. But you got the other man over here providing security, taking care of business. And some men don't know how to communicate on a level and deal with a woman's emotions. That's just a fact. But listen, in my opinion, they both have a part to play in this relationship. In the demise of their marriage. But I'm not sure if they're officially divorced. But at the end of the day, I'm a Kevin Gates fan. I rock with him. I love his music. But at the end of the day, I got to put that responsibility on my brother as far as why the demise of the relationship went down. Because if you sit back and be 100% real with yourself, you already know you're dealing with other women. And women only going to take that for so long. Let's just keep it 100. You already bringing other women inside your marriage, allegedly. So, you got to understand, y'all been together 16 years. Your people evolve. Your needs and wants change as you grow and you develop. And so, in my opinion, if you were going to cheat and do that, you should have just did that when you was on the road in silence, But take care of the home. Period. Take care of the home team. Don't bring other women in there. Cater to your woman emotionally. Keep making her feel special, And if that's what you want, you got to take care of that. But listen, right now, I feel like Kevin Gates is in savage mode. He gonna be in savage mode for a minute. You see, he got another girl, but even with him having another girl, he's already talking about having intercourse with other women. He talk about having intercourse with Jay-Z's wife. Bro, come on, bro. Kevin, fam, no, bro. No, bro. And then the other little chick I heard, That's supposed to be a dude he cool with his girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you call your boy and say, hey, do you mind if I woo woo? Okay, respect. I got that. I bet. You know, growing up in the hood, we used to do that. Boom. You know what I mean? Now, if it was my main chick, you already know you can't call me asking dealing with my main chick. Now, if we were one of my little side pieces her, I'll give you the green light on that. But if she was my main chick, Kevin, now, if that was your boy main chick, the dude you was on tour with, bro, you out of pocket, famo. Come on, dog. Come on, man. And I seen you take some accountability in the Super Gremlin freestyle, so that's why I'm just doing this video and, you know, just giving perspective. And, bro, you got to take accountability on that, fam. Just be real with you. But listen, that's all I got on this, man. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon so y'all get every video when I pop up.